Monsterverze is going to be officially releasing tomorrow, so in today's video I am going to be going over some very important information that you need to know before it releases tomorrow. Alright, hi, TT here, and today I am going to be going over some very important Monsterverze information that I think everybody should know before the game releases. Alright, so before the video starts, please make sure to like and subscribe and follow all of my socials that will be linked in the description. Without further ado, let me get into the video now. Now I do have a little bit of a side note to tell you guys. As soon as Monsterverze does drop, I will be going full on Monsterverze content on the channel. That's not to say that I will be leaving Royal High content, of course, I never said that. I will be doing occasional Royal High content here and there, but I will be mostly covering Monsterverze content from here on out. Alright, I chose 3 specific questions from the Monsterverze questionnaire game in the little countdown because I know some people would have just joined the game just to get the countdown badge. If you didn't, here's what the badge looks like on the screen right now, and I will be linking that countdown down in the comments for you guys to just join and get the badge, and you guys can go read all of the information. But in my eyes, I am going to be reading the 3 most important questions that a lot of people will want answered. So if you are one of those people that just joined the game just to get the badge, you may be wondering, what will the beta have? And in the beta it says beta will include the game's tutorial, act 1 of the story mode, character editing with a limited amount of character pieces, collectible gulas, and basic roleplay aspects like emotes, map interactions. It won't include most leaked content. Those will be added throughout the weeks after the release of the game as we test and fix bugs and make sure it is all safe to release all the content. It will also be completely free for everyone. Now I have seen a lot of buzz about this on the internet, and I did get a little bit confused as to why people were like, oh my god, the game's not finished, like blah blah blah. Like, of course it's not going to be finished. It's a beta release, and if you guys don't know what a beta release is, beta in gaming means a version of a game that is almost finished but is released to testers to find and fix bugs, get feedback, and test performance before the official launch, which essentially means this is going to be a beta that will be open to everybody for everybody to play. And if we all remember, earlier on in the months, the beta actually costed 100 Robux, but now it has been open to everybody to play. Betas usually cost money for you to pay for you to get inside of the game. So in my opinion, I think it is really generous for them to open the beta for everybody to play, because as we all know, betas usually cost money, and for the longest while, a good example of this is Bloxburg. Bloxburg was a game that was under beta development for a very long time. You needed to pay 25 Robux to access the game itself. And now, after all the years of it being beta access, it's now free for everybody. Like, you can join in the game for free. You don't need to pay 25 Robux for Bloxburg anymore. It's just free for everybody now. Now, Monsterverze is releasing the game completely free for everybody in its beta, which means not everything is going to be implemented in the game all the time. Because one important thing to know is that if everything is in the game at the same time, the monumental amount of lag that it will cause inside of the game is already insane. Like, there are already a lot of players in the Royal High space that already complain about the lag as is. If they were to just release everything in one bundle, it just would not make sense, which is why I am moving on to our next question on the questionnaire, which is when and what updates will the game have? And the answer to that is there will be weekly Sunday updates added until the first season of the game is fully released, including accessories, combat, storyline, game features, selected Game Pass usage, and more earning methods. We will also try adding at least 1 item a day until we have all items in the system. So essentially what this is saying, almost every single day they will try to attempt and see if they can basically add a new item a day. Every single Sunday there will be a new update to the game until the first season of the game is fully released, which, if you did not know, the first season of Monsterverze is called the Season of the Vampires. Every single season in Monsterverze is focused around different things and different monsters, so that is a good thing to know as well. You also might be wondering, if you have not bought any of the game passes, you may be wondering, what game passes should I buy? Well, they actually give you a direct answer here, and it says our current active game passes, which is the custom glamour pass, the double currency, and the double XP. Also, very important, Monster, if you want any of the exclusive items, more will be added throughout the weekly updates as they are in testing phase. So basically, that isn't to say that any of the other game passes that were listed on the game that you can't buy. You can buy it early. It's just that there won't be anything in the game for you to currently use it on. Like for example, the double luck and the double gacha pass. I haven't seen anything about the gacha in this game so far, but the fact that it hasn't been mentioned means that it still has to have some polishing done to the game and the system itself for it to be fully released to everybody. So again, the game passes that you were all suggested to buy was the custom glamour game pass, the double currency game pass, and the double XP game pass. And by extension, if you're one of those people that just really like exclusive items, the VIM game pass is also a very good game pass that you should invest in. I've been hearing a lot of good things about the VIM game pass, and I will most definitely be getting it once it releases. Another thing to note with the game passes as well, there will be a sale on all of the game passes besides the VIM game pass. That's the only game pass that will not be affected. I would have said this in another video, but all of the active game passes will be 20% off and select game passes will be 80% off, which means basically once the game launches, all of these game passes will be discounted for you guys to buy inside of the store. And additionally, one final thing that you guys do need to know about the release of the game is that the Hontora's Spirit set, this set right here that I will be showing to you guys on the screen right now, this set is now available for 24 hours. It's not available for 12, it is now available for 24 hours. So if you know that you cannot join on the day of release, you will still be able to get it on November the 1st, because as I would have just said, the time was extended for it to be 24 hours instead of 12 hours because Halloween is a very busy night for a lot of people, and personally, as somebody that lives in the Caribbean, and I do know that some people do celebrate Halloween in the Caribbean, it's not a widely celebrated holiday in our region. It's more popularized in places like the States and stuff like that, but over here, no, you don't really see like Halloween decorations and stuff like that. The 31st is pretty much a normal day for me, and it's a normal day for everybody that don't particularly celebrate Halloween. So if you do know that you do have certain things to do on Halloween, please don't be too disheartened that it is coming out on Halloween, because I have been seeing a lot of people like, oh my gosh, the game's coming out on Halloween, what about all of the things that I have to do, why couldn't it come out earlier? And it's just like, the game is not going to go anywhere. You're going to have time to join in the game, alright? It's fine, it's not going anywhere. The countdown has been up for like how many days? I don't think it's just going to magically go down. We just need to cross our fingers and toes that Roblox does not do anything to mess with the game's release again. Alright, so yeah, that is basically all I have to say on today's video. I hope this video was helpful on some of the more important things that you do need to know about Monsterverse and its release. If you guys have anything to add, please put it down in the comments, and yeah, that is all I have to say on today's video. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya.